Hello children, today we will be learning about the last part of chapter 2, that is reading a map. Maps are a storehouse of information, but to understand the details of the map, one should know the essentials of the map. So what are these essentials? These essentials are nothing but the different signs and symbols which are used on the map to explain a particular feature. Each and every map will have certain signs and symbols, and each of these signs and symbols will represent a particular feature on the map. So let's first learn about the direction. There are four important directions that will be mentioned on the map. These directions are north, south, east, and west. So these four directions are also called as the cardinal directions. The four cardinal directions are north, south, east, and west. Directions help in explaining the location of a place on the map. These directions are shown on the map with the help of an arrow, and this arrow will always point towards the north. If you look at the image, it's an India map that has four colors. These colors represent the four cardinal directions. The color blue represents north, pink is for south, yellow for east, and green for west. So we have north, south, east, and west. Now let's look at the next image. In the north we have Jammu and Kashmir, south we have Indian Ocean, east Bay of Bengal, and west Arabian Sea. Besides the cardinal directions, there are also four sub-directions. These sub-directions are northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. These sub-directions lie in between the four main cardinal directions. Now let's learn about compass rose. What is a compass rose? A compass rose is an instrument that helps us to find directions. It helps us to find the four cardinal directions and their sub-directions. The needle which is shown in this compass rose, it will always point towards the north. Now let's learn about scale. What is a scale? Scale is a ratio between a map distance and the ground distance. Children, when we draw a map of a region or an area, it is impossible to copy the complete Earth's surface on a single sheet of paper. Why? Because the Earth is very vast and a sheet of paper is very small. So it is impossible to copy the complete exact Earth's surface on a single sheet of paper. So what do the cartographers do? The cartographers will give a scale on the map. This scale is the ratio between the map distance and ground distance. Let's say, for example, we have a 2-kilometer area on the earth and we want to show this 2 kilometers area on a single sheet of paper on a map. So how do the cartographers show the scale? The scale is given as 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometers on the ground. 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 2 kilometers on the ground. The scale can vary based on the cartographer. He can give 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometers or 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometers. That totally depends on the cartographer. So to show the complete Earth's surface on a single sheet of paper, the cartographer will use a scale. This scale is the ratio between map distance and ground distance. Let's say 1 centimeter on a map is equal to 2 kilometers on the ground. Similarly, 2 centimeters on a map will represent 4 kilometers on the ground. Now let's look at the map on this image. This is a map of a North Carolina state. Here the cartographer has given the scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 75 kilometers. So here on this map, 1 centimeter represents 75 kilometers on the earth, on the ground. Clear, children? Now let's learn about conventional symbols. There are many features on the map which can be understood using certain symbols. Each and every map has certain signs and symbols, and every map can be understood with the help of these symbols. So what are these symbols called as? They are called as conventional symbols. Conventional symbols are very easy to learn as each of these signs and symbols represent certain feature on the map. For example, if you can see here, international boundary, benchmark, villages, footpath with a bridge, places of worship, railway line, all these are represented, all these features are represented with the particular symbol that you can see on the right side. So conventional symbols are signs and symbols that help us to read a map in a much easier and a clearer way. Let's look at the next image. Each and every map will have an index key or a map legend. Here we have a treasure map. If you look at the bottom left side, you can see map key. Map key is nothing but the index key or the map legend. So why is this map key given on each and every map? Because this key helps us to understand what each and every sign and symbol stands for. Let's see this map. We have the physical features. Physical features we have learned in the last video. The physical maps will show us the physical features. So here the physical features that this treasure map is showing us is water, forest and mountains. Water is shown in the color blue, forest in green and mountains in brown. The same way, let's look at the key on this map. We have contour lines, blue for river, red for road, yellow is showing representing beach, and we have a triangular sign which represents a mountain peak. Green stands for forest. So each and every map will have an index key which is called as a map legend or an index key. So this index key or map legend will help us to understand what each and every sign and symbol that is drawn on the map, what do they stand for. So this key helps us to understand the various signs and symbols used on that particular map. Now let's learn about a sketch. What is a sketch? A sketch is nothing but a rough drawing of a small area. This drawing shows the landmarks. It mainly focuses on landmarks. Why? To help us locate a particular place of that area. So sketch is nothing but a small area. Unlike a map where the cartographer gives an index key or a map legend, a sketch is a much simpler drawing which is drawn by hand, and it shows the landmarks of that particular area to help us to locate a place. That's it for today's class, children. Thank you for watching.